Hello students, today we will continue chapter 2 Operations on Rational Numbers. Today we will learn properties of multiplication of rational numbers. Properties of multiplication of rational numbers are similar to the properties of multiplication of integers. In your previous classes, you have learned the properties of multiplication of integers such as closure property, commutative property, associative property, multiplicative identity, multiplicative inverse, zero property, and distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Same properties apply to the rational numbers also. So, first we will see the closure property. So the product of two rational numbers is also a rational number is closure property. So if A and B are two rational numbers, then A into B is also a rational number. For example, if A equals to 1 upon 2 and B equals to 1 upon 3, then A into B equals to 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 3, that is 1 into 1 upon 2 into 3, that is 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 is also a rational number. This is the first property, that is closure property. Second property is commutative property. In commutative property, two rational numbers can be multiplied in any order. That is, if A and B are any two rational numbers, then A into B equals to B into A. For example, if A is 1 upon 3 and B is 1 upon 4, then first we solve the left hand side, that is A into B equals to 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 4, that is 1 into 1 and 3 into 4 in the denominator. We will get 1 upon 12. Now we will solve the right hand side, that is B into A. B is 1 upon 4 and A is 1 upon 3. Now here multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. We will get 1 upon 12. Therefore, A into B equals to B into A. So we verify the commutative property. Next property is associative property. That is third property. Associative property. Associative property is the product of three or more rational numbers does not depend on the way the rational numbers are grouped. That is, if A, B and C are three rational numbers, then A into B into C equals to A into the bracket B into C. Let us verify this property by using one example. If A is 1 upon 2 B is 2 upon 3 and C is minus 1 upon 4. Now we verify this property. First we will take the left hand side, that is A into B into C. So A is 1 upon 2, B is 2 upon 3 and multiplied by C, that is minus 1 upon 4. First solve the bracket. 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6 into minus 1 upon 4. That is 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 6 into 4, 24. So this is the left hand side. Now we solve the right hand side. The right hand side is A into B into C. So A is 1 upon 2, B is 2 upon 3 and C is minus 1 upon 4. Now first solve the bracket. So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, 3 into 4 is 12. Now multiply 1 with minus 2, that is minus 2, and 12 to the 24. So what we'll see here? Both the sides are equal. Therefore, we verify the associative property, that is A into B into C equals to A into B into C. Now the next property is multiplicative identity. So the fourth property is multiplicative identity. The product of any rational numbers with 1 is the rational number itself. This is the multiplicative identity. That is A into 1. If A is any rational number, then A into 1 equals to 1 into A equals to A. For example, take A is say minus 2 upon 3. Then A into 1 is minus 2 upon 3 into 1 as written 1 upon 1, that is minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 and 3 into 1 is 3. So A into 1 is minus 2 upon 3. Again we solve this side. 1 into A, that is 1 into minus 2 upon 3. Here 1 as written 1 upon 1. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 upon 3. So verify the fourth property, multiplicative identity, that is A into 1 equals to 1 into A equals to A. Now the fifth property is multiplicative inverse. In multiplicative inverse, for every rational number A upon B, there exists another rational number B upon A such that the product of 2 equals 1. That is the rational number b upon a referred to as the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of a upon b. So if a upon b is any rational number, then b upon a is its multiplicative inverse and product of these two is 1. So this is called multiplicative inverse property. Now take example. If a is a upon b equals to 3 upon 5, then b upon a equals to 5 upon 3. Now we solve this a upon b into b upon a, that is 3 upon 5 into 5 upon 3. When we solve this, what we will get? We will get here 1. So this is multiplicative inverse property. So we can say here 5 upon 3 is multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 5, or 5 upon 3 is reciprocal of 3 upon 5. Now come to the next property, that is 6th property, 0 property. So when we multiply any rational number by 0, we will get 0. So if a is any rational number, then multiply it by 0, we will get 0 or equals to 0 into a. Now we verify this property. Take example, a is 4 upon 5, then a into 0 is 4 upon 5 into 0, we write as 0.1. 4 into 0 is 0. 5 into 1 is 5. 0.5 is 0. Now we solve 0 into a, that is 0 upon 1 multiplied by 4 upon 5. 0 into 4 is 0. 1 into 5 is 5. So 0 upon 5 is 0. So this is the 0 property. Now the next property is distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. So first we will see the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So the next property is distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. So first we see the distributive property of multiplication over addition. That is, if a, b, c are 3 rational numbers, then a into b plus c equals to a into b plus a into c. This is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now the next is distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Here is also we take three rational number a, b and c, and then a into b minus c equals to a into b minus a into c. This is the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Now we verify this property. For example, like a is 1 upon 3, b is 0 and c is minus 7 upon 6. B is also rational number because we write b as b upon 1. So first we verify this property. So take the left hand side, that is a into b plus c, that is 1 upon 3 into the bracket b is 0 upon 1 plus c is minus 7 upon 6. So first we will solve the bracket, that is minus 7 upon 6. So when you multiply 1 into minus 7, it will become minus 7 and 3 into 6 is 18. This is the left hand side. Now we solve the right hand side, that is a into b plus a into c. So a is 1 upon 3 and b is 0 upon 1 plus a is again 1 upon 3 and c is minus 7 upon 6. So 1 into 0 is 0 upon 3 plus 1 into minus 7 is minus 7 and 3 into 6 is 18. So 0 upon 3 is 0 plus minus 7 upon 18. So we will get minus 7 upon 18. So what we will say here? A into b plus c, that is minus 7 upon 18, and a into b plus a into c is also minus 7 upon 18. So we verify the distributive property of multiplication over addition. The same way, we will verify distributive property of multiplication over subtraction.